My name is Rhapsody and welcome back to Vault of the Void. I have released this episode a little later than I would typically release the weekly, well, I say weekly, daily episodes of Vault of the Void, and the reason for that is because if my calculations are currently correct, then this game has just released into early access on Steam for $15 or your regional equivalent. You can also find it linked in the description down below. No need to tell you that you can find it there to wishlist it, because you can find it there to purchase it if you would like. But had to make sure this video went up at around the right time, rather than going up at its usual time and saying, hey, yeah, in 4 hours time, you can go to the Steam store page in order to get it. Because I imagine there are a fair few people out there chomping at the bit, absolutely. Let's have a look at what we've got as Daughter of the Void going in here. We're going to be running a sacrifice deck in Impossible, which I haven't had a success with a sacrifice deck yet. So, oops, this could be a problem. Purge, Gain of Corruption, Entry the Voidstone. We've also got a Soultithe over here for Soultithe, as well as you. Ooh, natural 20 for the vulnerability, nice. We've actually got like a fair amount of discard synergy in terms of the Soul Block and Diversion, both of those being discard from your deck. In order to get some sort of block. I mean, Null and Void would totally work here, right? We use it to sift... Yeah, it's the same. Cool. Use it to sift through the 2 cards that I'm talking about. I need to raise and lower my Soultithe roughly in equal measure. Maybe I take Death's Embrace. Yeah. Let's get some Soultithe reduction. I don't want to have to rely on my blocks to do the Soultithe reduction because it locks me out of the ability to use other finishers. Sorry, finishers, openers, rather. We have the Star Council over here for extra overcharge and max energy. Start with stealth and full energy. First 2 card plays will trigger +1 times, as well as the 100% rage. Got it. Upgrade point or random Voidstone. We are playing a character that has the ability to reassign our Voidstones. However, upgrades are also really premium for this character. I mean, Death's Embrace could immediately be upgraded here, happily. Soul Tax, natural 20. Diversion could even be upgraded. I'll take the Death's Embrace to start with. Okay, we also get a yellow Voidstone. I like the idea of putting that on Diversion, because then Diversion has block 7 and trigger yellow Voidstone for 4 more blocks, so it's 11 block when I sift it out of the deck. That said, am I really going to be putting Sift support in this deck? It's not like the first thing that I'm going to go and run and do. That doesn't sound like a great idea, does it? Okay, I'm going to put some extra defense in this deck to begin with. Take that out and put a Soul Tax in as well. All right. Should still be relatively evenly balanced. I can take this wound literally just to take the orb out of it. And... yeah, it feels like a relatively good idea. There's a soul block down here, as well as the ability to get an upgrade. Nice. Have to give up on a cursed item if I really want to do that. Going around the north, it's cursed plenty, and then that cursed item coming back down, likely to this treasure. That disheveled salesman's not really going to be valuable for us, is it? In fact, neither that nor the soul collector are going to be too valuable here. Yikes. Wow, actually extremely yikes. This map sucks. Like, my immediate read of the most value on the path that we can get is this. That's so few rooms done. Ugh. I don't like it. There's a Soul Tax we miss out on. There's an opening move. Build up. Okay, I kind of like the idea of getting build up on our path. Strike with Blood. Threshold to reduce your Soultithe. I like that. What's the upgrade? Threshold stays at 10. It becomes a little harder to take that. Turn the Tide already has a gem in it as well. Voidstone, rather. Deal 3 times the amount of... Deal damage equal to the amount of times, 0, and amount of times, rather, equal to the amount of cards in your discard. Draw card. Discard card. I mean... maybe that's good. Recur, gain corruption equal to its costs. Ooh, time to maim is very, very good to be on this path. This is a sift, as well as being a relatively large attack. I do want to try and do like Death Strike synergies. The only Death Strike I'm missing out on here is build up. Maybe I end up getting one in this treasure anyway. All right. I think we're set. Save for the fact that the Yellow Voidstone wants to go into something now. If it wasn't for the fact that Diversion isn't yet upgraded, it would go likely there. Death's Embrace, lowest Soultithe. Sure. Honestly, it really doesn't matter what it goes in right now. As long as it goes in something I'm very likely to play when I draw it. 0 cost, very likely to play that when I draw it. Acolyte, Void Enchantress, and Throat Cutter here. Don't really need to make any adjustments to this deck. This is also always the first fight, so it's not like I'm surprised. Gain 50% Rage. Threshold, reduce Soultithe by 2. So these are 7 damage apiece, so I can already take out the Throat Cutter on the left. Let's do that. Then purge those 2. I could Soul Tax Grasp here also. Well, I'd do it in the other order. Sure. Okay, Dark Acolyte got muster. They've got 14 now. Unfortunately, I don't actually have any block. Any damage, that is. The grasps were really what I was looking for. Spirit Shield. It's going to be a while until Spirit Shield's actually good for us. Harness in. Hard purge the rest of the hand. Then if I don't draw specifically Soul Block, I actually have a really awful time. Okay, I think I need to keep 1 Harness in, maybe. Ow. Also ow. Didn't get Soul Block, but we did have the Harness Sin, and that is enough. And, throw out the damage, kill the Dark Acolyte in the center, use opportunity to start peppering down Throat Cutter. I'm happy with that. What's the cooldown on this? Cooldown's 3 turns. Maybe I purge this. No. No, because I think my finisher is going to be... One sec. Purge. Hang on. Yeah, I think my finisher is going to be trying to utilize the double triggers on these. In fact, yeah, it is. We use opportunity, and then we use grasp for the kill on the other side. So I'm also going to try and manage my Soultithe so that I stay around the same value. Not 0, ideally not 0 at least. But we're going to need threshold cards to have also similar values. So if I can get all of these to have threshold 4, life becomes a lot easier for us. I can deal with them being 6 for the moment. Soul Block there, Knife in the Dark, go across. Sure. I don't love this second Soul Block right now. Not without any discard tools in the deck yet. But I do like the upgrade. I could start my first turn with the Grasp. Actually, I could try and go for a Cinderhound. No. You always go for the Hellmongrel here first, right? Or rather, I do. I think I might be able to kill if I use my power as well. 1, 2. That opportunity's not going to do it, is it? No. 13 incoming damage next turn. I'm going to use the opportunity, leaving myself with Soultithe, so that if the Harness Sin gets played, it blocks us for extra. Yeah, it's going to get played this turn anyway. So it blocks us for 6, and then it reduces our Soultithe by up to 2, and blocks for 2 each for the Soultithe removed. Should I spread Grasp damage out to the left? No. Focus on the single target still. Don't love this. I'm probably going to end up taking damage in this fight, it looks like. This only reduces Soultithe and blocks for extra if I use it now. This one more. I mean, I can kill the midliner with both attacks right now, and I think I need to. Reduces incoming damage significantly. Also applies weak to the other units on the board, making it again. Better reduction. I'm just going to pop that soul block here. Right? Yeah. Purge 2 of these, go for 1 more attack. Seems good to me. So the idea here is that we end the fight this turn. Wow. Not with this draw. Still 7 off to that side. If I use the hero power first, actually, it's a kill. I'll do it. Leave a Harness Sin in hand, and then just wait until we have the turn to kill the Sin Hound by itself. Start out with Harness Sin, and then Death's Embrace to get past the Bane. Another Harness Sin. I'm gonna Grasp, Harness, leave the other Grasp in hand, and then just 2 Grasps next turn for the kill. Easy. Could have been a lot worse. Took us a little while to make sure that this was gonna be a perfect fight, but still, happy to have done so. Do I really want Diversion? Do I really want to run a discard deck? Yes. Yeah, no, because I have the bridging piece for the discard deck. Discard and, I should have removed that already as well. I have the synergy pieces, so it's easy to already go into. Fine, let's get the upgrade on Diversion like I said previously. I'm going to go back here and wound, remove that Void Stone. Remove the Void Stone from there. Pop, not back in Death's Embrace, but pop it into Diversion. I don't have access to any Sifts yet. It's possible that I want to put Wounds into the deck at some point. It feels like right now Purple Void Stones are best served in our defense because we are actually utilizing them a lot. Life in the Dark, deal 2 damage, apply vulnerable 2, and then the upgrade gives it weak 1, slow 1 as well. That's the only access on this path that I have so far to weak and slow, right? Wow, it's not only the only access on this path that I have to it, but it's also the only access that I have to it on this floor. What does that mean for us then? Only access that I have to one. It means I probably need to take it and upgrade it for individual flights, like some of these elites in particular. Seem like a good opportunity for that. I have an upgrade before them as well, so could be worse. They become stronger rapidly as the fight goes on. Their infection levels feed their strength. This is going to be a problem. This character just does not get big fast. It's very much a delayed gratification kind of thing. Should leave this in hand, shouldn't I? Yeah. Fine. We're going to take damage in this fight because I'm not going to use a Spirit Shield to block for 2. That's just not happening. So this goes to 11-11. This one goes to 3. That's a kill on the Infectee on the far left if I desperately wanted to. Reduction of incoming damage next turn by 5 as well. Sure. Or do I use that this turn? No. I want more energy next turn rather than starting the turn and having 2 energy total. I could leave that soul block in hand as long as I need to. Doesn't look like I'll need to for that long though. I'm going to use Death's Embrace here. Gradually work my Soultithe back up. Okay, we're on 5, so I can Harness Sin at the start of this turn. Now Grasp Opportunity gets us to trigger the second part of Opportunity. Grasp then, so what, you're 7. Wait, hang on, I'll be on 14s. This will stay on 7, so this is on 7, but it does 2 times, so 14. So 21 incoming damage to a single enemy this turn if I wanted to. Sure. Then I can Death's Embrace to reduce the burden of my block next turn as well. I'm gonna leave Diversion in this hand. 0 energy block for 11, and we're going into a turn where I have 0 energy by base, so it seems a lot easier for us to keep. These infections are really, really bad. Yeah. 22 on these enemies now. Thank heck we have Soul Block this turn, because that's pretty much exactly what we needed. And then I feel like I hard purge. Yep, this fight went too long. Now they're dealing damage. Okay. I am going to start with the Harness Sin and Sacrifice here, I think. We Harness Sin, we Sacrifice. That's 17. This is going to... Okay. That only increases. So I can get that be 18, 18. Soul Tax is a bit much then. I can't kill all of them this turn. So 17, 17, 17. 3 17s is 51. Significantly more than I need. Kill this one. I think I will. Ow. But also... Wow, I thought we were on the fast track to kill town right there. Apparently I gotta wait one more turn. Okay. Please give me damage, thank you. Oh wait, never mind, we had opportunity in hand the entire time. Yikes. Wow. I like Bolster a lot. Just a big block that gives us a Death Strike. What are we doing right now? What are we doing? Okay, so I can't be aggressive, right? Obviously, I need time as this character in both forms to build up my corruption, or Soultithe, as the case may be with his character, right? We're not necessarily leveraging our corruption for all of our effects, but we are leveraging our Soultithe for extra effects in our base deck. So... what do I do? How do I play? Do I get faster or do I get slower? I don't know if I can get faster. I don't know if I can get fast enough to be the speed that I need. That is to say, like, in hard mode, right, as the corruption, so the one that actually focuses, or the base deck that actually focuses around building corruption specifically, in that deck, sure, I could go faster, right? I had the ability to sift a bunch of cards for corruption in my deck. I had the ability to, basically, every defend gave me corruption. Also, that specific example of a run, I started out with a relic that was like, every time you end a turn, gain as much corruption as you have energy, and it was an absolute blast. I can't do that with this character. There's no way I can do it with this character. The base deck does not support it. So I'm not supposed to... I don't understand what I'm supposed to do. I feel like this is going to be the hardest character for me. And this specific deck is going to be the hardest version of this character for me. I think I need to slow down. I'm taking Bolster. Okay. I think I also need more defense. I don't like that I had to do that. Even slightly. But I do think it was right. I'm popping the Bolster into the deck and cutting a Harness in. Spirit Shield and Soul Block don't want to be in this deck. They actually don't really make sense in this deck. Natural 20 needs an upgrade soon. I can hit that in Blessed Recoveries area. Take a natural 20 and just try and use that to amplify our damage early on to get the kills. So what that's cut a Grasp, put a natural 20 into the deck. Pop 2 Harmless Sins back in, Harmless Sins. Harness Sins, sorry. Back in the deck. Cut one for a Grasp? I don't want to tend over aggressive. That's what'll kill us. Alright, fine. Yellow Voidstone can now go back into the Death's Embrace. I'm very worried. I'm already very worried because I think trying to emulate the strategy that I came up with for the other deck is not going to work because a lot of the base cards are... I mean, the base card's different, right? I don't have direct support for gaining corruption through discard in this deck. So that's not going to really be a prime scaling opportunity for us. Gosh. That's really awful. I guess I'm gonna get some overcharge for the next turn and then get as much corruption as possible. Yikes. Death's Embrace wants to stay in the hand. Same hand rather as Grasp. Actually, it may just be attack 2 times here. I mean, I could kill the Forsaken Puppy. That's not awful. Defense incoming damage. I'll do that. I mean, if I'm only taking 2 damage next turn and the 2 damage is literally just because of the Soultithe. Then I should just get rid of that. Oh, another Cinderhound. Why did it have to be another Cinderhound? Think I just go as aggressive as I can here and take out the Hellmongrel. That'll also apply the weakness on both of the other targets on the field. So it's Grasp, this, and then this one actually activates the second part of the effect, so we get the kill. Could you Harness Sins here? Sure. I'm gonna leave Bolster in hand for the block next turn. Incoming is 16, plus the 6 from my own. Okay, we Harness Sin, Urge, and then Bolster. Okay, so Deathstrike is going to double the first time I play this Soul Tax, so I should keep that in mind. Huh? Wait, hang on. I need to see the keyword for Deathstrike again. It will trigger +1 times. Okay, yeah, so it's not like the card gets played an extra... That's... I made a mistake. Made a mistake and I don't like it. Defend. Don't like it. Bad mistake, right? I need to kill next turn. They need to die this turn, right now. Natural 20 helps. The natural 20. Through to that. Yeah. This opportunity is... Wow, it's not going to be enough. Oh, that's so rude. Because I was down by 1 Soultithe. Oh my god, it's not going to be enough this turn either because I can't get any. Oh, this sucks so bad. Stop dealing damage to me, please. Here we go. Just draw lethal next turn, Ryan. Just casually draw lethal, it'll be fine. Got him. There's our upgrade point. We already know this is earmarked, right? For the natural. Wait, actually. We got 2 more upgrades before we get to the elite. It's fine. Was diversion a mistake? Was Death's Embrace a mistake? I think they were. I think what I really should have done is have both of these yellow void stones, pop them into a card that triggers +1 time on the threshold, and then try and get to the threshold really early here. Have to keep that in mind for future attempts. Infecti, we have no potions that we can run into this combat. We could throw a soul block or some such in here, but I don't think that's what we want to do. Okay. Purge 2 cards and then just hard target until I get to 4 on the thresholds. Sorry, on the Soultithe. So I can meet the threshold if I need to. Or I can shirk it if I need to as well with a Harness Sin and then a natural 20. If I desperately wanted, I could kill this Infecti over on this side. Let's do it. Ten is one of the best numbers of upcoming threat that I can see, because it means that a single Harness Sin gets us into a good position. Okay, we do have Bolster for the next hand. Whew. I mean, Bolster is already enough by itself. Fine. Purge those 2, play out Bolster. This is already lethal if I wanted it. Or do I spread the love? They're both vulnerable. This one's attacking next time. Fine, I'm gonna kill you. And Purge Death's Embrace. I need some energy. This fight is going a lot better than the previous one. The only thing is I don't understand why. Which is a problem. I need to understand why so that I have the ability to learn from it, you know? Okay. Let's use Harness Sin, because it actually doesn't affect whether or not this triggers, rather. Do I actually... Fine, I'll use the power and then just murder you. I'm definitely going to draw another Harness Sin. I don't need to hold that one. There's the Harness Sin. I wish I didn't have to play it first here, but I have to. So now the Grasp is not going to be able to hit its Soultithe. That is the big problem, right? Having to play those as an opener oftentimes removes the Soultithe you want to use for the rest of the turn. Holster's perfect right now. It doubles the opportunity? Equal to or higher than the energy cost. Okay, yeah. Trigger +1 time for that kill. I don't love my defense. I'm going to drop the harness in, use the grasp. End my turn. Hopefully we find enough damage to kill. And we do. Great. Okay, this upgrade point, I mean, look. We're long past the point I needed to do this. I need to upgrade some of these base cards in the deck. Rage 50% on Soul Tax isn't bad. One of the big reasons is because this is often going to be our Death Strike trigger. And as our Death Strike trigger, it will give us 50% rage. I need... My first 3 upgrades literally just should have been the grasps in the base deck. Let's remove the Void Stone from you. Give you the ability to dupe yourself. And the upgraded grasp is now going to get this because I'm going to trigger its Soultithe consistently. There's nothing this merchant's going to be able to sell that I'm going to love. Yeah. I'd love that Unholy Cleansing, but it can't afford it. It's the reason I knew. Well, Curse and Plenty, draw 1, discard 1, Clone Purge gains a Corruption and triggers a Void Stone. That's the sister fight. There's very little I can do to edit my deck for this other than just hope that we get an aggressive start that we can support. I feel like I know so little about how to balance the self-damage and offense as this character. Okay. There's that harness in. Deal as much as I can over in that direction. Wait, we got harness in for the next turn. Happy to throw that out. Not even going to keep the extra harness in for the next turn, though. Okay, so the incoming is 7. So opportunity right now kind of goes off. 6 and 8, 14, so it's literally one shot. So if I purge that, yep, 8, 9, get a kill on you. And then you. Block all but 1. Now we don't get any of the respawns for the sisters. That was good. That was good. I say it in such a confused voice because... Like, it was, but... Was it? But it was. Was it? How'd I do... I wish I was playing up my confusion right now, but I'm actually playing it down. I'm going for another grasp. I think that was part of why that felt so much better there. The Corpse Beast. This was the reason I was going to upgrade Knife in the Dark, and I didn't do it yet. Beasts get stronger every turn, so I do need to tend aggressive here where possible. Every third heavy card played will cost 0. I believe I have no heavy cards in this deck, and I don't intend to add many. There's an unload outside of the deck, and then there's no heavy cards in the entire deck. Yeah. Also, thank you to those of you who told me this is a reference to the Halloween films. I know. Wait, is it? I know it's a reference like old Halloween movies. I think it's Halloween, like as in like Jason. Is he not at the bottom of Crystal Lake? Is that not like the big thing? The starting thing rather. Lower all negative conditions by 1 for each leftover energy at the end of the turn. That's gonna remove all of my Soultithe. I'm taking Pickled Hand. That's not what I intended to do there at all. I was gonna attack one more time. Accidentally purged the wrong card in hand. Should I just leave this Harness in hand? I think I need to, just in case. Okay, we got Bolster. It's okay. Harness Sin into Bolster, into Diversion, Natural Defend. Or Purge the Defend, rather. Okay, so we got the dupe on Soultax, and we drew Soultax 2. Do I really just want to play 3 Harness Sins next turn? I don't think I get a choice. Yeah, I really don't think I get a choice in this one. Let's get rid of those 2, then this as well. Looking for nice, more defense. We found him. Only taking 8 seems to be basically the best that I could do there. That Grasp is never going to get activated either. I guess I hold Bolster. Okay. Natural 20. Let's Grasp, Opportunity, hold the Bolster. 42 incoming. There's another 49 next turn. Yeah, I'm dead. Just already totally dead in this fight. We can Harness Sin and throw out the Soultax. But Bolster for the best defense that I can get built here. Purge these 2, but there's no way I can kill in the next 2 turns. So, definitely part of this is not having the Knife in the Dark upgrade, right? This would have been reasonable, obviously. Weak 1, slow 1. I would have been able to decrease the damage on one of the 2 turns in the Corpse Beast cycle that it ends up doing a huge amount. Obviously, here it's got the 50 incoming. But also, like, 8 rounds in and the enemy is already hitting me for 50 every turn. So I'm, like, if I was a character that attacked all this all comes back to, like, do I go faster or do I go slower? I don't know, and it has to be one of the 2. And it can be individual per fight. Like, obviously, this fight wants me to go faster, right? But it doesn't feel like the deck supports that right now, to me. This is, again, I want to hasten to add, none of this is me talking about the design of the game or the balance of the game. This is me talking about the struggle that I am currently having to make this a successful run, or rather, the fact that this currently is not a successful run. It feels like the faster you go, the more you need to defend, and then the more you take damage. Like, how do you crest in this, right? Like, build to the right amount. Look, let's just... I died ages ago. It's fine. End the turn. What do I add by base? Let's think about it like that. Maybe I need to go hard for this character, specifically for this character's sacrifice deck, at least until I understand it. Because I feel like I'm like going into like the final exam for a class that I haven't studied yet, you know? Discard for the Rage. With a shield. Huge. Knife in the Dark. Yeah, it's there as well. Soul Block, sure. Power draw. For more aggression. Also got a start random potion. Void has 1 less fury, 100% rage, as well as Void starts with, or rather you start with self. Okay, upgrade point, drop that in the grasp. Got a yellow Void Stone. I'm going to pop that into the grasp that we just upgraded. Under the base deck, I'm going to cut a grasp and put a power draw in there. I'm also going to cut a harness sin for a wither shield. I'm making no other substitutions at the moment. Maneuver, masochist, it's out there somewhere. Inconsequential. Sift 3, block 0, equal to the number of cards in the discard. Soultithe 3, recur 2, discard 1. Discard to draw 1, discard 1, and also rebound. Soul blocks there as well. Opportunity further up north, but we probably want to go for the quick blows. So it's probably going to be something like... Wait. Probably. Leaving a knife in the dark off the path. Missing out on an opportunity. It's fine. We're missing out on a lot of opportunities over the course of this. I'm going to take the maneuver first. All right. So this one goes more aggressive. So we'll attack Hard Purge, looking for more corruption. Keep the Soultithe up while I try and continue going aggressive here. 14 incoming next turn. That hurts. Let's... Opportunity, and then... Murder. Follow up this grasp. So you peak Soultithe really early, and then you manage it? But you manage it back down to the threshold level. Okay. So we do not hold this harness. I think, yeah, okay. I think I know what it is. So we do focus more upgrades early on the graphs so that we can actually utilize that threshold. Then we stack to 8 relatively early on, and then our payoff turn is on like turn 3 or turn 4. We use Sacrifice, and then we also use a Harness Sin, reducing our Soultithe by 4, but then still activating the grasp effects and such. Yeah, So I get rewarded the more aggressive I go early, but then I need to have the ability to save myself suddenly. So it's large block cards. Draw, obviously. I don't think I run any tricks in this deck. I think that's the big problem I had with the first run. I think I'm actually coming around to understand it. I think because I went for the first 2 upgrades both being discards, like I literally think like I lost out the gate by doing that, as well as like not understanding, not upgrading the Knife in the Dark afterwards. I'm not saying it's reducible to just this, but I think this is indicative of why I didn't understand the character and why I was failing to utilize it well. And that's because I was upgrading tricks at the very start, and you do not upgrade tricks at the very start for this character. You don't hybridize at the start for this character, right? You get extra value cards in there, sure, but not cards that are contingent upon some other benefit in order to give you value. And also, you need to have your Soultithe grow before you cut it, right? And everything I did with the previous deck at the start of the game was anti everything I just said. I think it's a fair explanation at the moment, or at least a workable explanation at the moment of why that was a problem for us. We could kill that Forsaken Puppy right now. They trigger in order as well, so it doesn't even get AP. I'm doing that. Hate to have to have done that, but now it doesn't get buffed, but also it doesn't add 4 Banes to the deck, and 4 Banes is about, hang on, 4 more Banes than I want to have. There's a Wither Shield still in there, as well as a... pretty hopeful on this draw, I think. Come on, threshold. There we go. That's the grasp for the thresholds. But how do I play this turn? It is Harness Sin. And we use this grasp to kill you. We use Opportunity to start the kill on the Hellmongrel. We use Grasp for the kill on the Hellmongrel. Harness Sin afterwards. We only take 8 damage here. But we clear the fields and then kill. Okay. Okay. I understand it now. Okay. I think so I don't understand it entirely, obviously, but I think I've understood how to think about it. I think it's this, or at least this terminology helps me understand it. I'm currently playing the Watcher, right? Now, the Watcher is a very powerful character, but as the Watcher, oftentimes you will suddenly die. And it takes a while to understand why. And it's usually because the Watcher is a higher skill ceiling character for the reason that the Watcher, more than any other class in STS, I'm talking about STS in the moment, obviously, but the Watcher, more than any other class in STS, needs to plan 2 to 3 turns ahead to know, okay, this is the turn in which I'm going to be in Wrath. This is safe to do because this turn is not going to be an attack from the enemies. Then I am going to be able to transition back out into Calm 2 turns down the line when I actually need to be in Calm so I don't suddenly die, right? And effectively, we can consider the size of our Soultithe to be our like Rage and Calm states here, analogs to them. Again, not direct analogs, but this is going to help me think about it, right? So I think part of what I'm missing as well is what I was trying to identify in the previous fight of like, what is my turn and burn turn, right? Turn 3, suddenly peeking and trying to kill an enemy with, 8 Soultithe on the first turn. But what are you going to get 8 Soultithe in the first 2 turns? It's real difficult to do, especially if you end up getting attacked on turn 1. But all of this to say, I think that this is a higher skill ceiling character and relies more on your knowledge about meta things in the game, such as like the turns or turn orders for your enemies, the kind of attacks that they'll typically come out with. And as a result, this is a character that I'm going to feel much more comfortable with as we continue playing. Okay. A lot of the time, the Red Voidstone, like, we use an opportunity to get us to our threshold triggers and then throw things out otherwise, so this might be a good opportunity to do that. Death Touch, yeah, I'm happy to have that in the deck. I've looked at this a couple times and I've always thought, I want to run a deck that has that in, but then I didn't do it. Now I get the opportunity. Both of those are going to get evasive, get +1 AP. We'll go for the Jinx Leprechaun and just hold, I guess. We're not getting 6 Soultithe next turn. We're getting 5. Interesting. So we don't double trigger the grasp? No. 1, 2. So we need to get the kills out on those targets, and then we can unleash and grasp over on the side. So this would be 14. 14 plus 9. 14 plus 9 is 1 short. Oh, it's 2 short. That said, not difficult to get to. And then we still have a pretty high Soultithe here, so as long as we draw an aggressive hand, we have the ability to kill. Otherwise, as long as we draw an aggressive hand, we have the ability to kill. Otherwise, we drew a defensive hand and we have the ability to defend. How quickly does that Wither Shield need an upgrade? Well, this is like our second last upgrade point before the elites. But we still need to end fights quickly. This might be the upgrade for it, though. Sever Soul Treasure Goblin. Okay, I'm gonna cut a harness in for a knife in the dark. I'm gonna cut another harness in for Death's Touch. Cool, then we're just gonna go for him. Enemy's not attacking, I just need to deal as much damage as I can here. You've cowered in fear a little here, friend, and now I must kill you. Then I will harness, defend. We're probably going to use the sacrifice this turn. I don't think we even need to, actually. Perfect victory. You love it when you see it like that. Okay, Wither Shield needs the upgrade. I can't just walk into this elite fight and then die again. This is the card that I needed. If I wanted to do what I did last run, this is the card that I needed. I don't want to do what I did last run. Weak 4. Yes. I think that'll help patch up some of the weaknesses in this deck. Hey, Bruce. Okay, you can't become invulnerable, so obviously we'll take that out of the deck. Do I want to take the Death's Touch out of the deck? That's actually been kind of effective. But I do want to keep the enemy weak. So Kneecaps goes in. Maneuver goes in. Cut a Harness in. Cut a Grasp, put another Harness in back in, sorry. Black Voidstone. Where's that go? That could easily go in Power Draw. Or Wither Shield. I'm gonna pop it in Wither Shield here, actually. I really, really don't want the enemy to attack me with Frenzy on or any such. Each time you gain Soultithe, block 2. Thank you. Human Shield is huge. I'm gonna kneecap the enemy this turn as well. I'm going to kneecap you, recur the kneecaps. Purge. Kneecap. I may just purge again. Actually, I may even just purge both. I've got to scale the corruption. There's a lot of defensive cards in hand that'll still get... Oh, sorry, in the deck that'll still be good enough for us. Yeah, there's the Wither Shield. And this is a... double up on the Wither Shield turn, and then I need aggression out on the board as well. Otherwise, my Soultithe's never get high enough to utilize. Okay. Power draw. This is good enough. I'm going to purge those two and use an opportunity and then grasp, and that actually gives me the full block. However, my Soultithe is getting real high, but this was accounted for. This is how we were planning on starting to play this deck. Let's use Sacrifice. Okay. Yep. Yeah, this is... Yep. I understand this character so much better now. Not obviously... Again, I will always add the... I'm not saying that I now understand how to play them super well, and obviously I will always continue learning, but I'm definitely in a better position to where I was last run. Let's say that much at the absolute least. I think that's fair. There's nothing here I wanted to add. Do I want to add the Crippling Blow, actually? Corrupted Ogre. Constantly regenerates. Can inflict dazes before attacking. I mean, with the double Wither Shield in the deck, I don't know if I need it in there. However, it is just a large damage card, but it's also an expensive card, and I have no leniency on my energy right now. You're Roaring next turn. Increases AP by 3. Okay, cool. So we just hard cast everything here. Weaken them. Hopefully they attack this turn to justify that weaken. Hey, thank you for doing so. I may still just want to double up with the shields here, though. If nothing else, it's for the extended frenzy reduction as well as slow. Nice. Okay. Let's start with Par Draw. Let's see the upgraded Grasp. Could use a single Harmless Sin right now and then just purge another one. Actually, I already know what my draw is going to be. That's good enough. This recurs a specific card as well. Oh god, yeah, I need the energy then. I understand now. I've said that so many times over the course of this episode, right? Your Soultithe and your corruption. Your Soultithe is the mechanic that is going to support your ability to get extra benefits out of Grasp and extra benefits out of Harmless Sin, at the very start. And while you're utilizing those, regardless, you're building your corruption so you can utilize the opportunities as finishers. That's like the base for this. How aggressive can I be? Very. Harness into Death's Touch to return... Yeah, I could just return that Grasp. Kind of wish I had Soultithe in this deck already now. Alright, I'm gonna return the Grasp. Yeah, I thought I had, like, lethal 7 ways from Sunday there, but I was a little worried that I'd miscalced it. Gloomshroom Blightwit. They stack poison, increase their own frenzy, can get tough to withstand if the attacks for too long. I may actually throw out an explosive bottle here. Okay. Like, Opportunity does no damage right now, but it gives us Rage for the sake of the following Grasps, at least, I guess. I mean, I can purge both Harness Sins first, making sure Opportunity does something. I really want to kill that Gloomshroom? No. We focus our target. It's worth noting, this Human Shield is a huge part of the reason that I can do this right now. Here's the Wither Shield. I have to play that. I mean, like, I have to kill the midliner first, but then I have to play the Wither Shield. Okay, we're on 8, so we're like 3 cards from kills. Grasp over there is already a kill. Yeah, Death's Touch, I'll bring back, I guess, an upgraded Grasp, not that I need it. Self-inflicted agony at the start of your turn. Threshold 5. Gain Death Strike 1. This card deeply appeals to me. Second Grasp with an upgrade. Pop a yellow Voidstone in it. Okay. Okay. This run is suddenly real. Oh, 58 minutes in. Suddenly have a real run. I do recognize the length of these episodes has been quite lengthy. The end of the fight. If you end your turn without taking damage, take the coin's value up. I mean, I never find myself starved of essence. That emergency button seems perfect, though. Obsidian Crown's okay. But I'm taking the button. Yeah, I know these episodes are pretty long, but I'm really averse to cutting a single run into multiple episodes. So I don't really know what to do. The length of these episodes definitely does make it a harder thing to do daily. Going to curb power draw. Purge to play that. Purge that. Play that. Incoming is 17 next turn. If you have any excellent suggestions off the top of the dome, I would love to hear them. There have been a few people that suggest that I cut them up into multiple episodes, but I just can't do that. There's the possibility of releasing less frequently, but the game literally just got into early access. I don't know if it's time to pump the brakes, so to speak. I'm building that Soultithe quite high, but next turn we have the emergency button, so the amount of damage the enemy does is significantly decreased. I can also just Spirit Shield my way out of this turn. Nice. And almost certainly should, it looks like, as well. Do I also play that opportunity? There's no way. Yeah, 40. I figured that wasn't going to be lethal, but the thing is, even if it wasn't lethal, it's still the right turn, so I'm happy to do it regardless. It's the right turn because it sets up for lethal almost invariably on this turn. My favorite thing about the previous thing I said is it's still not bad because, yeah, it didn't set up for lethal this turn, but the only way it can't set up for lethal that turn is if I only draw defense. And all of my deck right now, save the kneecaps, is offense, and everything I drew was defense. So it was unlikely to have occurred like that, but at the same rate, if I couldn't have killed that turn, I was going to be able to defend, so feels fine. My Father's Curse. I don't know if that ends up making it to this deck. I do want My Father's Curse to be in our deck, just not this one. Encountering a lot of that recently. There's the Wither Shield that I should probably leave in hand this turn, actually. Okay. Single Wither Shield, Grasp, Opportunity. I'm gonna make you weaker, then Grasp is 24, and that's 9. Oh, but if I do the Grasp... No, wait, this gives Rage. So we can actually kill a target this turn. And split the damage. Just need to get a lot of them too close to dead. Okay, that might have been too much. Why did I do that? Yeah, that was too much. Okay, how do I save this? We use Sacrifice. I got enough damage here. No, because 3 attacks. That infect you over on the other side. Can remove 2 targets from the field. And then defend. Fine. 1, 2. We'll return the... Is it with a shield? Or is it just soul block? It's the spirit shield. Okay. Then we hard purge, play spirit. We just respawned 2 of them. What did I do? I thought they were both dying for 60%, and I wasn't gonna have to. Okay. We got trouble, boss. A raid is about to break down. Oh, that's damage. Yeah, that's damage. That's where they keep the damage, apparently. Manage to reduce some of it at least. One, two. So I take 10 here, and we've only got 1 left on the field, but if I do not kill this turn, I die. 1. 24. I got good news, Ari dying. We still don't, but... Ow. Alright, Death Touch. Bring back the opportunity, and then that kills. Still alive. By a hair. Kneecaps needs the additional weak, I think. Let's pop this treasure for vulnerability increased to 100% additional damage. It's a tower shield just for a large block. Individual large block. We don't make enemies vulnerable yet. I'm taking Soul Spot though. Because if we do start making them vulnerable consistently, it becomes very worthwhile. Voidling. We don't tend to cast that many cards in single turns. This is fine. 1, 2, 3, and then... Yeah, so every 4 cards I play in a turn, it gets 1 AP. Okay. I mean, neither of those trigger yet, so... 1, 2, and then weaken you for a bunch of turns. I can happily purge this grasp now. Suddenly damage. All right, we're actually going to start tending back down a little bit here, I think. I'm going to purge those 2, pop a Spirit Shield and a Maneuver for the full block. You can see I'm keeping myself very handily under the Absorb. Didn't think that was ever really going to be a problem for this deck. Okay. Going to harness Sin into Death's Touch, bringing back Kneecaps. Keep the enemy weak. No, they're about to yoink a card. I may actually just go for a value. Wait. Enemies... No, the enemy is vulnerable right now. My Soultithe is high. Fine. Opportunity. Just deal damage. Pass that card. On... Really wanted to draw more aggression than this turn so I could use the hero power happily. Spell happily, sorry. Reduction. Attack, and then weaken again. Purge. Staying under the value consistently here has really, really helped us out. Hopefully the enemy doesn't do another quick strike soon, though. I wonder if this is the turn that I blow out. No, it's next turn. 1, 2. Right? Or do I hard purge this turn? 14 incoming for these. Alright, I hard purge this turn. Next turn is sacrifice. Okay, we do have opportunity as well as death touch in hand. We're totally fine. In fact, I may not even need to use the power. Perfect. A cursed idol with the ability to grant artifacts for your devotion. I do not have to get 3 voids in order to get the rarest one here. I could probably go midline and be decently happy with it. Let's have a look at any gems that I've yet to socket. There is a blue void stone. Honestly, putting that in a grasp is not bad either. Self-inflicted agony is really good. I should just put it in the stack. It should have been in the stack ages ago. It should have been upgraded ages ago. Fine. I'm going to take that. Honestly, I'm probably going to end up using the health potion before the next fight as well. So let's keep the self-inflicted agony into the deck. Cut a grasp. then I'm going to... Am I really going to take that out of the grasp? I don't know if I want to do that. I'm going to put this blue void stone into an unupgraded grasp. Alright, Voidling. Hey, Voidling. Okay, I don't think I need to heal before this fight. Self-inflicted agony in the opening hand. 1. Purge. Purge. 2. Do I keep this or purge it? It's very useful next turn. Increase their frenzy by 1 and attack. Literally, it just decreases their frenzy by 1 at this point? No. I save the Wither Shield for 1 more turn. 2. I'm going to purge this one actually as well, making sure I have enough energy next turn to play double Wither Shield. Nice, yeah, the enemy is attacking next. Cool. Actually, Opportunity allows Grasp to help defend us here. I don't want to do that. Throw the double Wither. The incoming next turn is 8. Actually may hold this hand. It's still an important turn to play. It's just I didn't want to do it on that turn. Yeah. 1. 2. 3. Do I go for a 4? Next turn I do have access to a Spirit Shield. No. No, I want access to more energy. Okay, what do we lose? The yoink. Okay, it looks like we lost Spirit Shield. It's fine then. 54, yeah, that Death Strike is... This ability is huge. Are we hard purging this turn? Is that really what we're doing? Yep. Because we either draw enough defense or we draw lethal. Come on. Lethal. That'll do it. Yeah, that'll do it. Nice. Upgrade goes on Self-Inflicted Agony. Do I have a Black Void Stone for that? I don't, right? No, okay. Black Void Stone would be lovely to go in that. Dark Idol, the Cursed Idol with the ability to grant artifacts for your devotion. Sure. What do you got? We're going for the 8 Souls artifact here. At the start of each combat, apply 2 weak to all enemies and delay block 10. That is... All of these are helping me stall the fight out while I get powerful, and I could not appreciate it more. A little darkness turn. That's natural 20, though. How much vulnerability access do I even have at the moment? 0? That's natural 20. And we can buy it pre-opt. Gain 2 corruption, rebound, inert. I don't... No, we're not a corruption gain deck. Block, discard for block. No, discard. Okay, no. We're just taking the natural 20 and then running away. Guardian. This is the Priest. They inflict Banes and deal damage based on cards drawn. Ow. I'm going to ask them to skip their first turn so that I may actually play the video game. Yep, we still take damage while we're drawing. Okay, this can pop this grasp first. 1 second. Drop each of those. Purge these 2 and then attack 1 more time. That was too aggressive, wasn't it? 20 incoming. Okay, it feels like maybe it was a bit aggressive then. Can harness grasp. Get pretty much all the way I need to defense. Purge these two, get a Death's Touch out, use the Death's Touch card. Actually, I may just pull back the Wicker Shield for the next turn. With a shield, sorry. Ow. That's a lot of damage right there. It's a lot more damage than I was expecting, actually. I don't want to use the grasp here. Draws cards. Okay, as much as I understand more about this character right now, I didn't have a plan for blocking this much consistently every turn. The fact that, like, first turn was already 10 damage on hand, and then second turn was already more damage as well, means that we had to pivot to defending earlier than I really wanted to here. Which you can see is manifest in an awful way for us. I'm going to try and live. I think Self-Inflicted Agony is out of this deck now, and I think we just focus exclusively on the Priest. We need 72 damage next turn to win. The likelihood of that? None. Like, very unlikely. And play Harness Sin. Fine. Okay. Hard purge these and then kill next turn. Yikes. So it's not a perfect fight, I'll give you that much. It's definitely not a perfect fight. Could have been perfect up. 1, 2, kill. But we get back up to full health at the very end of it, so it's like it didn't even happen. 2 upgrade points 100% of the time here for me. It's... I mean, one of them is Grasp at the absolute least. Recur to discard 1. I have nothing that benefits from being discarded. Death's Touch actually may be on its way out of this deck. So I probably don't want to upgrade it here. Are there any of these cards that I'd like prefer? I mean, Sidestep is just always really good. Yeah, I'm taking Sidestep. Cut a Harness Sin from the deck. Pop a Sidestep instead. None of these really need to be altered that much. Okay, so Yin Yang, if you have 12 energy, if you have Overcharge trigger +1, gain Overcharge after it. If I avoid 2 upgrades, I can get 2 treasures. And those 2 treasures could give me 2 upgrades, and that'd be great. I'm desperate for upgrades, so I should probably do that. There's a power draw down here on the bottom, though, is the thing. And on the top. So I'm a little more incentivized to take this path. Ooh, spicy path out here. Go Merchant. Up, up, up. Across, down, down. Up, down. Up, down. Up, up, out. Okay. Okay. Let's do it. Berserker, Rune Priest, Runic Pyramid. It's not a pyramid, is it? It's a Runic Pillar. It's the Band of Raiders as well. We should be fine. We don't play that many 0-cost cards. In fact, we play none. So my goal at this point is literally just build my Soultithe. Oh! Oh, do we leave that for the next turn instead? Yeah, I think I'm just going to kill the Berserker next turn. I'm going to leave the upgraded Grasp in hand instead. Mm-hmm. Could be one hell of a lot worse. Most of our incoming damage is our own Soultithe at this point. So now we need to get that under control, Tithe. Wither Shield is great right there. It's just unfortunate that my Soultithe is still really high. I'm actually going to use that literally just to roll my Soultithe down by 2. Perfect. Yeah, this is fine. We'll sidestep to start step, kill the Runic Pyramid with the Grasp and Power Draw. Or get really close, either way. I mean, it's in a nullification pulse. It doesn't really matter that it's alive for another turn. Incoming damage is still all of ours. Nothing needs to be made weakened this turn. Death strikes up. I already have the ability to like straight up kill a target with it. Actually, I should use that one. And then that Grasp is more than enough for us as well. Perfect. Another Death Strike at the start of the next turn. I'm so glad to finally be using Self-Inflicted Agony. I've seen it so many times and just marked it in my mind as that's cool as hell and I want it. 2 upgrade points. Self-Restraint. Reduce Soultithe by up to 5. Block 2 for each. Yes. It's exactly what we need right now. Thank you. It is in the book pack. I'm going to upgrade it. And it doesn't have to be an opener as well. Thank heck it doesn't have to be an opener. Do I really want Soul Spot upgraded here? It's 4. It's 4 energy. If I ever play it, I just win. What fights does it go in? Barely matters. I'm taking it. Okay, we'll cut a Grasp and a Harness Sign from this deck. Actually, cut another Grasp, I think. And then put Self-Restraint, Natural 20, and the Soul Spot. So we've just tended a lot more defensive. However, when we get aggressive, we blow up enemies. Maybe we just removed from our deck the ability to generate Soultithe. I gotta keep an eye on that then. Power Draw is definitely gonna help us push back in the other direction though. Rotting Gut Fiend, as well as the Flesh Beast and the Exalted Warrior. They have high spike damage and they can gain high amounts of fortitude. Oh, are we really soul spotting on the first turn? Yep. Ryan, what did you just do? I just purged a bunch of cards when I was getting no energy for purging them. We already managed the deck, right? Yeah, it saves the same management we did previously. Beautiful. Okay, so here's what I was supposed to do. Purge these 2, then play Soul Spot, then purge this, then weaken. So I end up with 1 energy at the end of the turn rather than 0. On turn 4, all of them will be very weak and liable to dead. To end deaden. Sorry, took me a while to remember how to say that one. Exalted. Exalty again. There's our block. I want more energy next turn, don't I? I also don't want 2 more Soultithe for the next turn yet. Alright, Wicker. Come on out. I keep saying Wicker. It is Wither, but it keeps showing up when I address it by that name, so I'm sorry. No, I don't sacrifice until next turn. Natural 20 is not needed. Okay. There's the Wither Shield. Purge this. Self-restricted Agony. And if we have enough aggressive cards in the next turn, okay, we don't have enough aggressive cards in the next turn to get lethal here, but we're not super far. Okay. I'll take my extra draw here. Fine. I will actually use that still. Here's my extra draw. Pop a... Oh my god, 72. Fine. We end the turn fully defended, and then, again, should have the ability to... Nice. Just absolutely ruthlessly murder. We found it. We found the turn and burn. I keep saying these things, but, like, I'm pretty sure. It's... Deal 12 damage if you have overcharged draw 2. Taking another soul spot. I'm not putting it in the deck. Block 7 on that. Purge to block 5. We need... What do we need? I think we upgrade both of the opportunities now. I think we're finally at that point. Shield Bash. Sets up 2 vulnerability and 15 block. What Lies Waiting? Draw 4. Gain Soultithe 1 for each ability drawn. That's just energy positive for us right now. Cursed Blade as well. Deal. Hang on. Yeah, we're about to go to buy a bunch of relics, so I don't want to buy things here that I don't need. But What Lies Waiting seems very powerful, and there may be a relic I don't want. I'm happy to turn down the rest of these. Alright, Sepasol. Ah, I didn't put that card in my deck, did I? Whoops. There's vulnerability on every enemy. Another attack out. Double purge. We'll end up with 4 energy next turn. Single block is enough. Yeah, with a shield, certainly. Right, and then we're up to 4. Okay, we're at the right threshold value. We are losing the Wither Shield. We have 8 incoming this turn, so like just getting very aggressive should still be good enough for us. Should play the Harness Sin first, actually, here. Do I really want to remove all of my Soultithe right now? Stop benefiting from the self-inflicted agony immediately? No. We're going to short ourselves this turn then. 27 incoming next turn. It's threatening, but... Was it threatening enough? Got a weaken upcoming. I can return any card already. That would be probably Wither Shield, and then just try and double utilize Wither Shield this turn. It's not bad. Put the Wither Shield back in hand. Hard Purge. Get up to 5 energy. Double Wither Shields. Yep. Okay. So that was also Battle Round 4. Which means everyone is going to be vulnerable for ages. Also weakened. I'm having a lot of difficulty playing Soul Spot. I can't play it here either. Okay. Let's throw out the sacrifice and start going. Honest Sin. I'm not going to need that this turn. Natural 20. I ideally won't need that at all. There's our power draw as well. I'm going to maneuver looking for... Nice. More damage to take our first kill. And then this, yeah, really shouldn't be a problem for us. Good kill. Upgrade point now hits the final grasp in the deck. And Disheveled Salesman shows us, after the second card played in turn, gain 50% rage. Each time you complete a non-perfect combat, tick this up by 1. Increase the rate of Voidstone bar increases by 20% for each count on this item. Upon reaching 40 corruption for the first time in a battle, heal 7. That doesn't happen to me often. I'm very happy to only take the rare relic there and move on to the Cycle of Agony up here. Loop. What is loop? Oh. There's the tooltip. Once played, this card will go back into your deck. It's an ability as well. Interesting. Can I afford to change this deck that much? Fine. Death's Touch goes out. What Lies Waiting goes in. I just don't know whether I can keep the Soul Spot in the deck at the moment. Is this? Yeah, this is an elite fight. We're going to need more of our potions for elite fights, I think. Okay. Wither Shields, I think, actually will also stay in hand here. After the second card in your turn is played, gain 50% rage. Oh, no, wait, hang on. No, while this creature is alive, your rage is capped at 25%. Almost forgot about that. Oh my god. Fine, let's go What Lies Waiting. Soul Spot actually may go out this turn. I'm going to use Self-Inflicted Agony and then Purge as much as I need to play the Soul Spot. Purge, 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 Soul Spot. As much as I really want to keep all of these. Not even going to have 4 Soultithe for the start of the next turn. Fine. I will keep the Wither Shield still. We're playing this one slow. Sidestep's already full block. I'm leaving Wither Shield in hand again. Use Maneuver, so that I can now start with those 2 against the main liner. Kneecaps. I'm gonna kneecap the Bloated. Although it gets kneecapped at the start of the next turn anyway, right? Yeah, battle round 4. Okay, maybe I didn't need to do that. That's 60. Kills the midliner for us. That's 60 on any target though, so focus someone else if I needed to. Let's go Maneuver. Right, the Rage. That's not what I wanted to do this turn. 14 incoming next turn. Fine, let's get rid of the Wither Shield. I held onto it for way too long, thinking I was going to find the right time to use it, and all I found were great opportunities not to. Easy kill on the midline. Let's start taking out this Bloated as well. It's fine that it deals damage back to us. Is it? No, it's not. It's 20 it does? I thought it was going to do 15, but at the same rate, it wasn't going to be fine if it was 15 either, so. Let's see. Upgrade. Now, I have to have some cards in here that aren't in the deck yet because I haven't upgraded them. Increased to 100% additional damage. So this is not increases your vulnerability damage to targets by 50%. It is vulnerability, which typically would give 50% more damage against an enemy, is increased to 100% additional damage. So this, putting 2 of them down, will not affect anything. I shouldn't have gotten a second copy of it. That Cycle of Agony is not going to be affected by Rage because it's not an attack card. Okay. Let's get a second power draw in the deck. This goes into Self-Inflicted Agony. Cut an upgraded Grasp at this point? No, it's going to be a maneuver. For the... where are you? Power draw and then move on. Bolster, maneuver, sneak attack. Deals 9 damage. 14 upgraded. An amount of times equal to the target's frenzy value. Yeah, that's specifically like, I'm trying to counter this fight, therefore I will use this kind of tech. Hello, Pyamites. Hello, Joe. God, do I actually just... I do. Double buff on the first turn. Managed to buff pretty quickly before the fight here, and now we need some purging. But I also need to get to 4 Soultithe this turn if I can. There's no way I just purge the whole turn, do I? Get to 5 energy for the next turn. Soultithe isn't high enough still. No. I need the Soultithe. Doubles the impact of so much of my stuff. That What Lies Waiting looks pretty good right now too. If nothing else, What Lies Waiting just gave us the ability to purge as many cards as we would like, and that's pretty good. Ooh, like up to 5. That may end up being useful at the end of this turn. Purge the kneecaps. 3 more purges. I can get rid of that grasp. Let me use Sidestep right now because it's the right time for it. I don't think I am going to get to... No, I do get to use that Self-Restraint this turn. Perfect. And I take no burning. Or rather, keep none. Okay, this should be pretty solvable as well. Let's actually start out with a sacrifice. That's 100 damage over on the left-hand side there. Love that. Then a grasp through those. Double purge our way back down. And unfortunately, this is going to respawn 2 more Pyamites. But that should be fine, I guess. And will be. Am I purging 3 this turn? Okay. It's fine to take 1 damage here. Yes, I'm losing some essence. No, I do not care about it. I don't think... Yeah, I actually don't even have another shop that uses essence on my line anyway, so essence means nothing to us. Perfecting fights means nothing to us except for the saver of HP. $72 exactly. Yeah. Now... Let's purge that one, obviously. Wither Shield, and purge. Now you are completely invaluable. Non-valuable, I mean, sorry. Perfect. Still going down to sneaky. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So we got 7 fights before the end of the battle at this rate. Soul Spot again. I don't think it was wrong last time I went with the double upgrade on turn 1, but I don't like it. Why don't I like it? Because I don't get Soultithe? And then I have to focus like real heavily on trying to get enough Soultithe this turn. That actually might be a large part of it. Let's use part. Oh, what lies waiting? Thank you. Well, that's all the Soultithe that I need. So now I just pivot to defense, I guess? I'm gonna leave Wither Shield in hand. Okay. Could scarcely be a better setup. And now we're literally just waiting for turn 4. This relic set is so good. Oh god, do we have to wait for turn 4? Or do we go? Because this is currently looking like we go. Yeah, it looks like we go. Okay. Throw those two out there and then watch the rest of the fireworks. Self-destruct. Yeah, there's a couple days in hand, but... Oh, just that. So we're going to use the sacrifice here. Nice. I'm happy to take 8 after all of this. Then we have Wither if we No, we don't need it. It's fine. Let's just get the kills. Get an energy potion out of that as a reward. Beast of Malice. Dealing damage to this creature can increase its already serious damage output, but you'll have to go on the offense eventually. I mean, I'm going to do that on turn 4 regardless. I don't think I need to change anything for this character because single target fights are actually our far strongest. Each time your discard is reshuffled, block 10. I don't always even get to my discard. Every third heavy card, we play 0 heavy cards. Torch of Triumph for 10 damage AoE when I play 10 cards. I think I take Dead Man's Drop, but I don't think it was super easy. Interesting. I don't care to make the enemy vulnerable on turn 1. I care to get my 2 Soultithe on turn 1. So it becomes very easy on this turn to meet my Soultithe. Nice. There we go. That meets my Soultithe already. This is 25, so I'm not going to damage you 25. Just going to get close to it. Then back off. I may hard purge. No, there's not that much defense lying in the deck. Okay, I need to keep the Wither Shield for the next turn. Okay. Well, Eyes Waiting gets our draw. Wither Shields. Enemy is pummeling. Attacks for 30 damage, then increases Frenzy by 1. I mean, look, Soul... The soft spot goes out here as well, so... Let's just purge the obvious cards until we can play that. Then I think I just attack once as well. Oh, we have Death Strike. Attacking once is not what we want to do. We want to wait for next turn before we start attacking. But I also don't think we play the Wither Shield. I think we want as much energy as possible next turn. Accept 2. No, we don't accept 2 damage. What are you... Okay. Start with our Rage, then move on to a Sidestep. So actually Death Strike is going to affect both of these. So Power Draw with the Death Strike and then Grasp with the Death Strike. Because we have 2 stacks of it already. Purge both attack again next turn. Kneecapping them doesn't help. Sure. Think we found it. 72. Trees enough time to already fully block us. I should have played Harness in, and then did that or something. Self-restraint to lower my Soultithe significantly. Self-restraint is so good. Play that once. Get it out of the hand, as well as guarantee our kill. Nice. Alright, Shrine. I mean, neither Essence nor Soul helps us at this point, so I'll heal. I say neither Essence nor Soul because I kind of expect that I'll have enough for the Soul Collector over here. Maybe that's false. Spirit Dark. Yeah, this is the same. I don't think I have any knowledge of a specificity I want to change in this deck for this fight's sake. Wow. Hang on. Purge, draw. We're up to 5 Soultithe. Perfect. That could not have been... That's such a great opening turn. That's exactly what we want our opening turns pretty much to always be, ideally. Oh my god. Okay, soft spot. I'm purging both of these. We're going to use the natural 20. I'm just going to kill. I don't really want to kill the king right now. Kill the courtesan. It's not bad. We'll do that. Okay, courtesan's back. Those 2 grasps are already more than enough defense for me, and I leave a wither shield in hand, if anything. Do I leave a wither shield in hand, or maybe I leave a self-restraint? I'm gonna leave a self-restraint, I think, actually. Now we just got the king and the courtesan. These fights are getting so much faster. Turn 4 here, we're getting our kills. Like, this would have been fine against the Unholy Beast last run, right? Because I found our groove, I found our payoff turns, I found our speed, I found all of the things that I was like, I don't know what this is, I found, like, very soon thereafter, thankfully. That's a Spirit Shields that I might need, but I should probably go for lethal this turn, so maybe I don't need it. 16, 20. Didn't rage this turn either. Yeah, we're fine. Right. No, we're not. How'd I hadn't activated the red flask yet, so why did I have 50% rage before that? Did I play a rage card already on that turn? I don't remember. But now it looks like I have enough for lethals. Huh. Okay, I was actually expecting that a little bit slower. Maybe I want to upgrade the second. Ooh, bolster's not bad here either. Yes, it is. It's very expensive. What, Ryan? Maybe I want to upgrade the second Wither Shield and pop it into the deck. Yes. It will replace a unupgraded Harness Sin. I don't believe I even have any upgraded versions of that Harness Sin. The Hag, she'll reflect damage back to every time I target her with an attack card. Also, she gains Frenzy as the fight goes on. The problem with this is I cannot pivot out of attack cards. So I just have to grow slowly. First time gaining Soultithe each turn grants twice the corruption. The thing is I only ever gain 1 Soultithe at a time. So it gives me 1 extra corruption each turn? I mean, 1 extra corruption each turn isn't nothing, but it's damn close. Boots of Quickness for a little bit extra block sometimes. Not awful. Flame Shields obviously scales to our defense. Scales often alongside our corruption, but the thing is we tend to fight fast. I'm going to take the Raven Hood. We tend to fight fast. Let's get a little bit of agony out there. shouldn't have attacked, but I do need Soultithe. There's soft spot. Enemy is attacking this turn as well. I can't cast soft spot. I don't want to cast it. I'm going to use the draw, fine, and then opportunity. Purge these two, and then wither the enemy. I just needed to get to starting to stack this Death Strike. What lies waiting? Perfect. Is this going to... No, it just doubled the first one of them rather than calculating it total and then doubling the effect of that. That makes sense, though. I'm still waiting until I start attacking so I can purge all of those, play a sidestep happily with a shield, even if I wanted to. I don't need to, though. I guess there's no great reason not to when it's 2 extra weak and slow on a target that may decide at some point in the future to attack me. Good soft spot. That's 72 my base right now. Okay, thankfully my blocks resolved after it. Next turn, hero power kill. It's not hero power, sorry. I'm so used to saying next turn hero power kill. I played like thousands and thousands of hours of Arena. I do apologize, the terminology bleeds across. It does into Monster Train as well, where I keep calling Divine Shield, Damage Shield, Divine Shield. Even did it there. Gain an upgrade point after each perfect combat encounter. Nope, don't have any more of those. At the start of each fight, gain 100% rage. Don't want that on the first turn. Each time you purge an ability card, inflict 2 damage to the enemy with the lowest HP. Each time you purge an attack card, block 1. Don't really care about that one either. I'm probably going to go random artifact here. Drinking any potion restores 8 HP the 8th time this triggers. Get additional HP. And then I'll take the leather gloves there at the very end as well. In this shrine, I mean, I guess I'll pray for greed. No reason not to. And the Guardian. Okay, we have to kill the Nightmare Steeds as quickly as we possibly can. They are ramping, but I don't know if I have to care about that. This Grasp getting a... Ooh, getting to re-trigger for the... Okay. I think this deck is actually excellent. I think I went from not knowing what the hell I was doing to very far from that. I hope that I can maintain it. Okay, extra weaken. What are you doing? Gaze of Death, inflicting fear and vulnerable. That's fine. Okay, purge. Let's use this and then power draw. Grasp as well. Purge those two, and then continue to weaken the target that's not attacking this turn. Okay, we've got our 4 Soultithe. That's soft spot. This is a great opportunity to get soft spot out. Wither's not useful this turn. Power draw off to the left for the double draw that it gives us. Then I can purge my entire hand and play soft spot. Perfect. And we're up to 17 corruption. This isn't even slow corruption gain. Okay. Pretty much everything I said about how I was handling this at the start of the run is no longer relevant. Okay, we'll sacrifice natural 20 into, I mean, that should be on the draw. I really want to go, no, I want to go for the kill as quickly as possible. Incoming next turn is 28. I'm going to do a double purge here. I mean, you're the one attacking. What if I... No. Wasn't supposed to purge that last one. That was a little overzealous on my part. I think I'm fine with weakening enemies now at this point. Use the power draw and then get a sidestep out there. I've got self-restraint as well. Single self-restraint is enough per to eventually get me down to the right. I say the useful amount of Soultithe. So I use the restrain here, literally just reduce the incoming damage on myself. Could use it next turn. I could use it at the start of next turn. Self-restrain is such a great card. So I kill. We continue cycling for a bit, and then throw those two out. Do I really need it? Yeah, I do. Reduce the incoming damage next turn by 5. I should have cast it before I cycled back, I think. Okay, we can set up the vulnerability back on the... Okay, set up the vulnerability on the target. Damage. Damage. Got him. I'm taking the Void Stones. Still no Black Void Stone. There's in a second. What? I had one the entire time and I forgot about it. Whoopsie a doopsie. I'm gonna get that. Sure, soft spot can hit that one there, and then the... I mean... It feels like all of the graphs want yellow Void Stones, and they kind of invalidate a lot of our deck, which is actually fine by me. Give the sidestep extra energy there as well. Okay, then... No additions or subtractions to the deck as we currently stand. Death Knight is anytime I play a block card, the Death Knight gets scarier. I don't have to play any block cards. I can get my block through other sources. Each time the Void casts Fury, gain 100% rage the following turn. That feels like it's a good way to blow the enemy up. The Void starts with 1 less Fury, start the run with the next potion. Start the Void fight with stealth and full energy. That'll give us the ability to... Yeah, that would give us the ability to kind of get off to a really good start here. Look at the spellbook as well. Is there any way I want a Nightmare Steed or a Let's Pray in here instead of Sacrifice? I don't think so. I think I go very, very aggressive, and my Soultithe generation and reduction is more important. His damage ample can spike later on in the fight. Sure. Same. Same, though. Soft spot out there. Soultithe 2. Okay. Power draw. Got us 2 cards. I discard 1. I'll use this. Okay, Soultithe 3. This is fine. Because it's going to cost me a lot of energy to double play the card that I need later. Okay. So we start with the Grasp. And then hard purge this hand. No, we power draw. Then hard purge this hand. Save that Grasp. It's a good block for the next turn. My ideal turn here is just drawing the buff, which we did not get, but it's fine. We get What Lies Waiting, which draws us the buff. Self-inflicted agony. Purge Harness Sin. Purge Weakness. Enemy will be weak at the start of the next turn. Yeah, sure. Purge Weakness. And even purge the Wither Shield, sorry. Play Sidestep. Why did I do that? I just put a Bane in my deck. I knew that that was going to do that. Ryan. 2 Banes as well. It's fine. And then we wait. Next turn's our damage. We'll start with the sacrifice. Throw in a opportunity. Good work. Throw in another. Draw a little bit. Grasp, grasp. Purge that final card. We've even got another grasp with the same bonus in the deck, and we're also going to get a Death Strike on it. That said, it's not really going to matter. Perfect. Oh, that was a great fight right there. We got another purple void stone out of it. This one is going to go into power draw. We're starting to actually like float a good amount of energy here. I'm really feeling comfortable with that. Let's go to the obsidian golem. Yeah, they can be resistant to gradual ramping damage, but they can't be resistant to all of my damage. It's very hard to be, at least. Ryan did the same thing again. I tried to exceed my max energy there. Search. Soft spot. I cannot play self-inflicted agony yet. Because otherwise the copy of it would go back into my hand and get expelled. What Lies Waiting is such a good draw right there. Self-inflicted agony. Purge the two obvious defense that I'm not going to play this turn. Because we're going to be playing grasps for the climbing that we need here. 1, 2. So I left myself like 2 HP short there, but now we are set up. Hang on, hang on. Wait. Self-inflicted agony stacks badly. Self-inflicted agony stacked with itself increases the amount of Soultithe you need, but not the amount of Death Strike you get. What? Oh, come on. Oh, that's so rude. Okay, what can I do now then? Because this is bad. Sidestep and then Wither Shield first. Power draw and grasp. I'm going to get to the value where I actually start generating things here. Please give me 2 Death Strike, but it says 1. 1. What? I didn't want to like this. Okay, I'm going to throw out the sacrifice and then use a sidestep. Opportunity and power draw. Ooh. I mean, it's a lot of damage. If I get that kill, as much as I want extra turns of vulnerability, I think I just go. Yeah. Seems about right. I'm gonna sneak out for nothing. Kill you. Start up on you as well. Do I need... Yeah, I'm actually also gonna pop the self-restraint here. Decrease the incoming damage every turn. I mean, I guess I still start with the power draw even if I'm not gonna be duping anything. Self-restraint's good enough still. And then hard purge this hand. I'm gonna do it, but I worry. Because that's a lot of my defensive deck that I just let go. I'm pretty sure I'm able to do it, but it still squicks me out to do, you know? Yeah, we were more than able to do that the entire time, but it still got me. Alright. Let's make the enemy vulnerable, and then... Oh, never mind. Kill the enemy! Oh, God. Yeah, you can see that we suddenly blow up enemies, right? Anyway, I'm just gonna quickly pop that out of there before I get sad about it again. Soft spot I knew wasn't gonna stack in the way that I wanted it to. It's fine. You remove that void stone. I don't need that on you. You go back on there. Soft spot. Yeah, I want that there. I mean, look. Pop, 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 pop. There we go. All of those go in. I know what our dupe is. It's What Lie Waiting, so that we can set up way faster. Let's go in. Yes, yes, yes. Thank you for all of the buffs. Start with a self-inflicted agony. Do I actually want to put vulnerability on the enemy? They remove 3 a turn, right? Yeah, down by 3, so this is actually still 2 turns worth of vulnerability. But I don't do damage yet. Don't you? That's damage. 41 is damage. Okay, this one is just set up the soul spot then if we're doing that. Okay, yikes. That's our first turn. It's free. Enemy's still not attacking. It's time to start going off, I guess. Keep the enemy weak this turn. We'll use the weak. Could actually wither shield them. I may end up wither shielding instead. Sure. I'm doing that. 120, 120. Yeah, this is turn 2. Yeah, okay. I went from no clue at all to so many clues. Just a ridiculous amount of clues. Why did it cost me 1 energy to play that? Let's start with what I was waiting. Do that again. Really? Natural 20 is still in. Actually, I can still draw. It's fine. It's a lot of cards to have in hand. I think I still want to go off, though. Okay, purge a lot of those. And then, I mean, draws extra energy to continue doing this. Oh my god. What have we wrought? 156. Round 3, casually, by the way. Yep. If you're having trouble with this character, build your base deck first and then expand is the best advice I can give you based on the run that I've had. Okay. Yeah, I'll do that for the extra draw here. Then I do actually want to exercise some self-restraint. Okay, 26 incoming, but that's fine. We almost certainly have lethal. Get him. Turn 5. We did it! I'm gonna go to the card mastery and, you know what? Because of the value of Soultithe, I'm gonna jump the Shadow Dancer as our card mastery card right there. Then go back to the main menu and say that my name has been Rhapsody, the name of the game has been Vault of the Void. If it wasn't out at the start of the episode, I guarantee that it's out. Well, I would say I guarantee that it's out by now, but that's literally just off of the like ballpark area that I was given. So why don't you check again? Maybe it's out. The game just came out into early access, if I'm right again. Linked in the description down below. My brain is jelly. I'm gonna go lie down, but I am so glad that I had those 2 runs in that order so that I could kind of see the growth between the 2. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves, and hopefully we'll see you next time.